Well, it's been quite a week here. If you live in the southeastern part of the United States, you know exactly what I mean. With Hurricane Helene coming through last Thursday and Friday. The weekend before this past weekend, the hurricane was actually pointed or directed straight towards where I'm at. So last weekend was kind of on edge, getting things ready to go just in case, things like that. But it veered to the east and it did some damage if you haven't been watching to the news. I think everybody's seen it. But anyways, I actually have friends and family in Asheville, North Carolina right now dealing with the devastation and flooding and no power, internet, things like that. So if you would keep all those people in that area and that have also dealt with it in Florida and Alabama, keep those people in your thoughts and prayers. Let's get back to the channel news. I was going to go camping this weekend. That got, let's just say, canceled because I got called into work Sunday morning. It was not fun. But some things you got to do what you got to do. So, I got a vacation, a little miniature vacation coming up. I'm not sure how much video I will have of it. But it's coming up very, very soon. You might start seeing some of it probably this time next week, I guess, once I get everything edited and all such. Future plans, I was going to do the Blue Ridge Parkway next year. Let's just say I didn't have a time frame. I knew it was going to be next year, so that's pretty much put on hold indefinitely with the all the destruction stuff up that way. So kind of let things get rebuilt before I try that. So I'm looking for other places to do a long-term road trip type vacation. So anyways, I got 6 postcards here, and we're gonna open them up and see what we got on today's Mailbag Monday. So this first envelope comes to me from if I can get to focus, Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania. I've never heard of that area. Kind of an interesting name. Let's get the old, I think I can just do a quick little score right here at the utility knife. Well, that didn't do no good. Let's put a little more pressure on it. This tape on here is kind of getting me. There we go. All right. Got a little thank you note on there. And more tape. And I think I can get it this way. Yep, there we go. This is a postcard, and you don't see them too much anymore, if any, from a Days Inn. Now, when was the last time you got a Days Inn hotel for $8 and up? These days, the taxes is more than $8. So, this is in Atlanta on the Buford Highway. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I bought this. What is there now? I think there's a hotel there now, but I don't think it's a Days Inn. I have to do a little research. If I go back, I'll put a screenshot here of what's there now. But when I was looking, I was just hunting around for motel cards, and I came across this. It was inexpensive, but I found a lot of them using the same format here, same pictures pretty much. But all the thing they did was change the address. So I guess it was a something you could get when you stayed at Days Inn back in the day. They had them already pre-made up, and you could, write your little letter to your family or friends. Hey, we'll come here. So I just thought it was interesting. I've never seen that before. Like I said, it wasn't but a couple bucks, if even that much. But I thought it was kind of interesting. And I did see a couple renditions where some of the pictures were a little bit different, and this was a little bit different, but it was still the same format. But yeah. No historical value to me with this location. It was just something cool that I thought that, go ahead and get it. Okay, so this next one comes to me from Westchester, Ohio. Camera not want to focus. There it goes. Got a bunch of interesting little stamps. Got like a weather balloon. I've never seen that before. Let's go ahead and open this up. I won't need my knife for this one. I'll just use it this way. This actually came from a dealer, Cincinnati Stamp and Coin. Yeah. All kinds Okay. Go ahead and pull this out of the sleeve. Don't need that. Okay, what this is the Mississippi Welcome Center on Interstate 10. And, yep, this is on the east side of Mississippi. If you know where Mobile, Alabama is, this is the welcome center you come to when you get out of Alabama into Mississippi. This is not too far from my house. I was just searching Mississippi postcards and came across this. It wasn't a whole bunch of money, and it was kind of interesting. I'd never seen this postcard. But here kind of tells you more about it. It says 9 miles east of Pascagoula on I-10, west information, rest area and picnic facilities. The hospitality state offers historical interest, cultural diversity, native crafts, and year-round recreation. Now, kind of interesting. Off to the left here, to the west of this, is a hiking trail that they've done. It's been there for quite a few years, but they actually went in and remodeled it, renovated it. I did a little video on it here a while back, and if I remember, I'll put it up here at the top of the screen. But yeah, just an interesting postcard that kind of local history that go along good with my collection. Nashville, Tennessee is where this next postcard comes to me from. I was in Nashville almost this time last year. Maybe a little bit later in the year. I think it was the third week in October I was up that way. Finished up my Natchez Trace trip and went and seen the Lane Motor Museum and ate at a Shoney's. And then, haven't ate at a Shoney's in decades. That just made me feel good inside. Eat the old Shoney's breakfast buffet. Okay, what this is the Atlanta Expressway. This is a postcard from the 1960s, if I believe. What this is known today now as the Perimeter, I believe. Tells you a little bit more about it here. If I can get my camera to focus. There we go. It says, this is one of many picturesque skylines a person will find upon entering Atlanta on her expressways. I have to do a little research and see if I can find what this looks like now. Obviously, it's probably more highways and lanes and stuff. I'm not sure which buildings are here and there. I would have to do a lot of research, but I want to say I found another card or a series of cards that were kind of the same general direction as far as the picture being took, and they were decades apart, and you could kind of see the progression through the town. Now, this card, it says it's from the 60s. I don't know. It looks too new, too shiny to be from the 60s. It may be. It may be a reproduction. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty cool. I think I paid like $2, maybe $3 after shipping. Actually, we're going to be in Atlanta on our vacation here coming up that I previously spoke of. So, yeah, it's just kind of interesting. I don't remember if I got all those other postcards in the progression. I know one of them canceled on me. They said they couldn't find it. They lost it. So it is what it is. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of a cool piece of Atlanta history that's not too far away from me, but still just interesting to get. Tell you what, I love me some Yoo-Hoo. Anyways, this next one comes to us from Clarendon Hills, Illinois. Don't know where that is. It says, open carefully. They must know me and how I am with my knife. Let's see if I can get in there without damaging what's in there. Go right across that line there. There's one postcard. There's two postcards. There's three postcards. Any more postcards? No. I don't remember ordering 3 postcards, but I guess they just threw them in there. Okay. Yeah, because, okay, so let's go over the card that I originally bought. It would be this one right here. This is the, oh boy, Stone Mountain. This is the aerial tramway in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Now, that whole plaza there, the station for it looks totally different. The cars look totally different. This is probably 60s, 70s. It's not postmarked. Let's see what it says here about it. It says, here is a thrilling experience aloft and a memorable viewing of the entire park, the city of Atlanta skyline, Georgia's Blue Ridge Mountains, and the surrounding countryside. Now, we were up this way at Stone Mountain 2 years ago. Yeah, and we rode this. We were there a couple of years before that, and we didn't get to actually ride the tramway up to the top because the weather, they shut it down for bad weather. But anyways, finally got to ride it a couple of years ago and got to, explore the big rock. It's not a mountain, it's actually a big rock. But anyways, it was kind of cool. You could definitely see for miles and miles and miles. If you got agoraphobia and you don't like heights, you might not want to do it. But it was fun. It was interesting. I have another postcard of, I think it's just the gondola there, or maybe a different postcard of the station. But it just kind of go along with the collection of Stone Mountain postcards that I have. Don't have many older postcards, like super old postcards, but this is, like I said, probably 50s, 60s, maybe 70s in that era. I'm not really sure. So, just kind of interesting and go along with the collection. And I forgot to talk about these cards they threw in there. Looks like a building's being torn down or got bombed. It says Chivington School being razed. Chivington in Colorado, 1990. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Don't know anything about that. One of those cards they threw in. Now, I know what this is. I see this a couple times a year. This is Jackson Square, the St. Louis Cathedral in New Orleans. I actually have a buddy that has a business right behind this, on literally straight behind this. I go see him once a year usually. So, if you don't know what this is, I'll kind of tell you a little bit about it. I won't go into too much details, but it's there. If you've been in New Orleans, you've been in the French Quarter, you know what this is. Now, it took me a minute to understand where this one was coming from. I was thinking Richmond, Virginia. No, it's Richmond, British Columbia, the V6X whatever. That threw me off. Had to look at the stamp there, and actually it says Canada. Kind of weird because this stamp is $1.40. Okay. Now I have another envelope over here from Canada previously, and it's got like 90 cents, 90 cents, 3.90 cents, 51 cents, 12 and 12. It's just weird. Their whole postal postage is weird to me. I don't know. It's just the denominations of them is weird. I don't get it. Not knocking it. I just don't understand it. Okay. I guess that's a good way to protect the card. I'm not having a baby shower. Okay. This is the monorail that was at Busch Gardens in Tampa, Florida. Now, I believe I got a postcard in my last Mailbag Monday a couple weeks ago about the monorail. It's been gone. It's been gone since 1999, I think it is. 99, 2000, 98, somewhere in that area. Never understood why they closed it down. I don't know. Now this is part of a roller coaster station. They used the building for a roller coaster station, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of hard to see there about it, but it says, where a tour of the wild animal kingdom begins, vanishing species from Africa are viewed at extremely close range from the comfort and safety of a 20th century monorail at Busch Gardens, Tampa, Florida. So just an interesting view of the monorail. The one I do have, it's kind of pointing this way where you can see them coming out of the station and everything. Like I said, this has been gone for about 30 some years now almost. So kind of thing of the past, and I enjoyed riding it when I was there. I've been in Busch Gardens 2 or 3 times. The last time I was there was literally a couple months before they shut this down, and this is before the internet was big, I guess you say. So we didn't know it was even shutting down, so we didn't know how good we had it to actually be able to ride it that last day there at the park. So just a little fun piece of memory. I was in my late teens then, so it's not dear to my heart, but it's kind of cool remembering riding the old skyride at Busch Gardens. So the last postcard comes to me from Delray Beach, Florida. I've heard of Delray Beach, but I can't think of where it's at. I have to go look. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but kind of interesting because when I see places, I kind of want to know where they're at, and maybe I want to go see something there. I go, do a little research, check it out. Anyways, so what we have here, this is the Shamrock Motel and Restaurant, and it was or is, let's just say, it's still there. It's a different form. It was located in Pascagoula, Mississippi. That's my hometown. I have seen this hotel for 43 years. Now, it's not the Shamrock anymore. I think it's Payless. It's one of those, economical hotels. Everything's pretty much there. The sign is different, but all the buildings are the same, and they probably just recently painted the doors, okay? Let's just put it like that. I think the family that owns it lives in the restaurant part now, because the restaurant's not even open. I didn't even know there was a restaurant there until I started finding postcards about it. They got a little garden going on back here, and it looks like there's a pool back there. There is not a pool there anymore. It's an oil change place. So it's kind of interesting. But this road right here, where my finger's at, that is actually Highway 90. So if you're familiar with the area, let's take a look here. Get my camera to focus. There we go. It says East Highway 90, located 1/2 mile east of the beautiful Singing River. Fine fresh water and deep sea fishing. Comfortable rooms with television, telephones. Air conditioned. Swimming and wading pools and fenced playground area with golf privileges. Now, I don't know of any. There is a golf course in the next town over. I don't know why they would have golf privileges. I guess they, I don't know, they point you over that way. It looks like there was a pool there. So I think where that garden is, like I'm talking about, is where that pool is. Now it's a garden. If I'm not mistaken, I think the pool's probably still there. They just filled it in. They didn't take the concrete out. I literally pass by this place probably 3-4 times a week. So, but yeah, I have another postcard of this, kind of around the same time frame, or maybe a little bit different view. It's just interesting. There's only a couple old school hotels left in town, and this is one of them. Like I said, it's not the Shamrock anymore, but it's a different motel. I've been saying this for a while. I've been wanting to go and do some before and after photos with the postcards and stuff, but I might get to here soon with the weather getting good. I know I've been saying that for probably about a year now, but I'll have to get off my butt and do it, I guess, just to show y'all some content, I guess you'd say. But anyways, it's just kind of a cool piece of local history, and I paid a little bit for this one, but it wasn't too bad, but it'll go good in the collection. So that completes this week's Mailbag Monday. Got some interesting cards from Busch Gardens, some cards that I didn't purchase. Purchased cards from my hometown. Got some Atlanta stuff, not too far from my hometown, and some more Atlanta stuff. So kind of an interesting little mix here, kind of the southeastern region of the United States. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. Like I said before, next couple of days I'm going to go on vacation. Not a long vacation. Not sure how much of it I'll film. Just kind of enjoying some fall break with the family. Going to get out and see some things that we like seeing and we've done before, but we really enjoyed it enough to go back. So keep an eye on that. I may post a video. I may not. I'm not sure. Just kind of see how the cars land, I guess you say. So, but anyways, that kind of just a quick exit out of the video here. Kind of a loss of words. It's been a long day at work. So, but anyways, appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next time.